Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Creative Podcast. I'm your host, Kayla. Let's get into it. If you don't mind, I'm going to eat my strawberry cake because I just got home, literally plopped down into my bed. Sorry, just realized the mic was too far from me. And decided to record because I got kind of pissed off a minute ago. I really did. Like, for a second there, I went full pissed off Libra mode. I feel like I have just been taken advantage of, low-key. But at the same time, it's like, do I care? Not really. I'm just taking charge of my life and trying to make my dreams come true, you know? Live my cutest life ever. Or whatever the girls say, I don't know. But besides from that, how have you been? How have your weeks been? I know it's been a couple weeks since I recorded, which I'm very proud of. I'm glad that I'm back this early and this soon. Patting myself on the back for that. But I really wanted to record this episode / YouTube video. I think I'm going to record the visual part of this as well once I'm done with my intro. So let's get into the highs and lows for this week. All right, so high for this week has definitely been me not exploding. I think I'm becoming very good at managing my stress, just healthily and not necessarily suppressing my stress as much, which is very awesome for me because I am definitely a stress suppressor, okay? I choose not to acknowledge her. But this week I did kind of try to acknowledge her just a little bit. Not enough to make my head spin and make me have a mental breakdown and start crying and have multiple anxiety attacks. But just enough for me to know that she's there and that stress is among my life just as a whole. But I didn't let it get to me. Tried to find different ways to work through that. Probably not your textbook ways like take a walk or whatever. But, eating cake, watching TV and YouTube whenever I felt like I wanted to. Drawing, writing. There's been lots of writing, actually, now that I think about it. Anytime a strong emotion has come up, I've kind of turned to going to my notes, which are full of wonderful little poems and prompts and stuff. Yeah, so that's been my high for the week. Managing my stress healthily. Also, eating whatever I felt like I wanted to eat. Like this strawberry cake right now. This is really hitting. And it's helping me manage my stress and emotions towards feeling completely manipulated. Sorry. If you don't like eating noises, I really do apologize. I like eating noises, though. Okay. Low for the week. Wow. Oh, also another high for the week is I got A's and B's this semester. I mean, it's not hard. It's really not hard. And it's nothing new, but it's still something that I try to pat myself on the back for. I wasn't even going to check my grades because I kind of had a feeling that I got A's and B's. Because that's generally what I lean towards unless I'm, super, super struggling in a class. But, I pat myself on the back just this once about it. And, wow, I feel like I need to sneeze. Oh, lows for the week. Let's get into the lows for the week. I think I have, hay fever or something. Definitely not COVID because I think my symptoms would have been, a lot different. I can taste, smell, hear, all of that. but I just feel like my throat is just like closed, and I'm very nasally and sneezy and coughy. So it's either hay fever. Oh, I also got like small chills the other day, but that was it. It's like either hay fever or allergies, but I've never been much of an allergies girl, so I don't know. But don't think it's COVID because I just don't. Sorry if that upsets anyone. Okay, focus. Stop eating the strawberry. All right. Other low for the week has been, I just realized lately that like there are a lot of people in my life who kind of just take my kindness for like weakness. And I feel like I don't get much of that back from them. And not to say that like every time I do an act of kindness, I'm like waiting for something in return. Because most of the time I forget that I even do anything nice for someone. Like, for instance, if I let someone borrow money from me, I literally forget. Like, the second I give them the money, if they don't remember to give it back to me, I forget that I even gave it to them, which is really bad on my part. I need to, like, be better about that. But same principle applies to, like, just being a kind person in general. I feel like I give out, like, acts of kindness to everyone all the time. And most of it is never reciprocated. Like, I don't get anything in return, you know? It's kind of like, it's just like, I hate to think of things that way. I generally don't quantify things in my life. Like, I don't put an amount to anything and say, oh, well, like, this is more than this. Like, I did more for this person than they did for me. But, like, after a while of being kind of manipulated and, like, used, like, I feel like my time, my energy, my money has been used or put to use by so many people who were just, like, manipulating me. And I'm not saying that they're bad people. It's just, like, they were being manipulative. And I'm not sure if they knew that or not, but I realized that. And it made me kind of mad. It really did, because I feel like I deserve way better than that. And I feel like I deserve for people to treat me better. And I kind of don't know how to, like, demand that from anyone. Like, if anyone knows how I can do that, let me know, because I literally have no idea how to make people treat me better. I just thought that it would naturally be, like, same energy is given back that I'm putting out. You know, if I'm treating you good, if I'm checking up on you, if I'm texting you consistently, or not necessarily texting, but like communicating with you as best as I can to get that back. It's not reciprocated. But then on the other end, I can be really bad about reciprocating things towards people. So it's just like I try not to be too judgmental and point fingers about it too much, but it's like, at the same time, like, am I ever going to get the treatment that I deserve? I don't know. This is just a very general thing, not pointed towards anyone in particular. It just happens so much to me, and I just now started noticing it. And I think that's what makes me mad. Like, the fact that I didn't notice it, and people who have manipulated me in the past probably knew that I didn't notice or care, but they just kept doing it anyway, which sucks. But such is life. So yeah, I think those are my highs and lows for the week. You know, I try not to get too personal, nitty gritty into my life, just in case someone who I don't want to be hearing something hears it. And then I have to sit down and explain to them why I decided to tell random people instead of them. So we don't want to go down that road. So I'll stop my highs and lows here. And we'll get into the summer bucket list items. This is literally what I have been waiting to record, what I have been dreaming of recording. I am so freaking excited. Let's get into it. I am looking forward to the summer, obviously. And yeah, this is one of my first summers that I'm not doing like school. I do have an internship still. I do still have a job to attend. Well, not attend, but work on. But I don't have school. So I am taking full advantage of that. Because I may never take another summer off, to be completely honest. Because I want to graduate early. I'm so tired of school. Yeah. All right, let's get into it. All right. So the very first thing I have on my list is spend a day at the swap shop. And if you don't know what the swap shop is, it's basically like a flea market / carnival / arcade / yeah, anything you can possibly think of in South Florida. And you can go buy things from like small vendors or small businesses. Whoever wants to sell whatever and can get a booth there, they're there and they're selling it. It's a really cool place. Very crowded all the time, which is why I've only been there, I think, once or twice. But I feel like it's a South Florida staple, and it's very summer-esque, and I can get the cutest pictures there, like on the carnival rides and stuff. Like, ugh, y'all, it sounds like summer to me, so I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go. I also want to make spring rolls. Or like rolls like that have the rice paper around them. I just think those are really cute, and I could make them easily because I'm like a mini chef, you know. little self promo in there. I charge $100 per meal. I'm kidding. I'm not a chef. I want to rent a bounce house. I've always wanted to do this because I feel like every time I have a bounce house, well, I go into a bounce house, it's like someone else's birthday, and there's a bunch of little kids in there, and I like can't step on them, and I can't live my real bounce house life, you know? Maybe if I can rent a trampoline, that would be even better, because there's no top in a trampoline, and it's not super hot in there, and I won't feel like I have to disinfect the entire insides of it, if that makes any sense, because COVID, But if I could rent a bounce house, that would be so much freaking fun. Such a good time. Invite some of my friends and put the bounce house up at like a park or something. I don't know if that's legal, if I can just like walk up to a park and put a bounce house up, but I see other Black people do it all the time, so what's stopping me? I think that we could have a good time in a bounce house. I want to wash my car. My car is currently not working, but once it is working, I just want to I want to do the hot girl like movie scene where she's like in a bikini with like shorts on and she's washing her car. I don't know why I think that's a move, but I definitely want to live my hot girl bikini dreams. I've bought so many bikinis, so I need to wear them somewhere. Okay. Next is make movie lookbooks on YouTube. So I have so many ideas for different outfits and stuff that I can wear that like embody movies that I love, but I just haven't gotten around to filming those. So I think that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, enough explanation there. I want to get a tattoo, but I don't know where I want the tattoo to be. I don't know what it is. That's like the first thing that someone's asked me. Where do you want it? What do you want it to be? I don't know, but I'm starting to think maybe like on my shoulder or like on my ankle. Very subtle and small, but if I wore like a tank top or like something that didn't cover my ankles, it would be cute, but I also don't want it to be somewhere that's like super, super noticeable. because, jobs and such, how people are. But surprisingly, people are getting a little more lenient about tattoos, because most people I know who are like working have tattoos somewhere. So yeah. And I also don't know where I'd want to get one. So if you know like where I could go get a tattoo for kind of cheap, but like where I won't get an infection, let me know. Yeah. And please, not far away. Oh my gosh. I'm not driving to Miami for a tattoo. I can't, I won't do it. Like, give me somewhere Broward County, please. Or Palm. I'll drive to Palm, but not Miami. No. But on the flip side, I want to go to Miami, see Aquarium or Jungle Island. Okay, I know. Animal rights people are gonna hate me for this, but I've literally never gone to Miami Seaquarium, and I went to Jungle Island once, but I had the best time ever at Jungle Island. So I want to go to one of these places because both are very, very freaking expensive. And if I could go to Miami Seaquarium and pet a dolphin, I would lose my mind. I would lose it. Like, oh my gosh, I want to touch a dolphin so bad. If I could swim with a dolphin, that would just make my life. That would make my life. Okay, next is a little more local. I want to go to Butterfly World. Butterfly World is basically just like a garden with a bunch of butterflies, but it's like, it's a vibe. It's cute. It's somewhere to take cute pictures, to feel in nature and all of these things, and everything's butterfly themed, and they have like a gift shop that I could probably get really cute stuff from. So, Butterfly World. That's pretty close to me, actually, so I could hit that up. I've been wanting to go to Butterfly World for years, and I've been wanting to go with like a friend or something, but I've just not gotten around to it. Next, I want to eat by the beach. There are so many restaurants like lined up around Florida that are literally right next to the beach, and like you can look at the sand and the water like right there. Not by a road next to the beach. I mean like a food place, a restaurant on the beach. Like literally right there. Like you can walk down some steps and the beach is there. I don't know why that makes me feel like it'll be super like luxurious or something. I don't know. The food will probably be bad, to be honest, but I don't care. I want to eat by the beach somewhere. I don't care how cheap it has to be honest. I want to get on a boat. So basically the tea is what I've been hearing. People come down here, like 20-year-olds and stuff. They come down to Florida, to Miami, and they literally meet people, like rich people who have boats, or people who are like renting a boat for the day, like a yacht. They meet them and they're just like, can we get on your yacht? You know, they like flip their hair. They're usually like pretty girls or whatever. And then they just get on a boat. I'm not gonna do that because I'm afraid of like kidnappers and rapists and such. And I'm a small gal and I don't have my self-defense down yet. I don't have my gun license yet. So I can't defend myself against none of that. So I'm not getting on a boat with some people that I don't know who could push me off the boat or something. But I do want to get on a boat like the Jungle Queen. I hope I can put pictures of all of these things. If not, y'all are not going to know what I'm talking about. These are like all South Florida touristy things. Like, I've never been a South Florida tourist. I've lived in South Florida for all my life, but I haven't done like half of these things. And it's just like, where have I been? Like, what have I been doing? So next, I want to go to a drive-in movie. The Swap Shop also has drive-in movies. So guess where I'm going to watch drive-in movie? I think that's the only place that's like within 30 minutes of me, or like 45 minutes more like, that has a drive-in movie. The rest are like much further away. I want to do a 60s chick transformation. So I know I did a Y2K transformation. I know I did a 90s transformation. But I think I look sick as a 60s chick, you know, with my fro, or 70s. And I have like the cutest clothes already. And I could do the makeup. And ooh, 60s mod would look so good on me, yo. So stay tuned for that. I want to make the perfect cookies. I don't even know what I meant by this, but maybe one day I'll just find a picture of cookies on Pinterest and I'll try to find a recipe and just try to make the most perfect looking cookies that I can possibly make. I think I was speaking more on like sugar cookies, like the Christmas sugar cookies, but I just have not mastered them, and I never have time to master them during Christmas. So if I master them during the summer, then I can probably get them down during Christmas again. Then I can have the perfect Christmas cookies ever. I want to make the perfect cake. I think again, I was talking about the Pinterest minimalist looking cake. I just really want to make a cute cake. Like, I can feel it in my bones. I can already kind of make cakes, but they haven't been perfect, and they were always with someone else's help because I was kind of little, but I've never like gone out and tried to make a cake. And I don't think I'm going to do it from scratch. I think I'm going to use box cake and like home make the icing maybe. But yeah, perfect cake, please. Oh, I also want to drink virgin drinks and work on my bartending skills. I have already recorded a video on this. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it up because it was kind of trash, low-key, because I was very stressed out and there was a lot going on that day. But I can definitely make another video where I try to make a bunch of mocktails. I don't know why at this point in my life I'm enthused by mocktails. I think it's because I'm like on the cusp of 21. Like, I'll be 20 in October. So I won't be able to drink for a while, and I'm not going to get a fake like most little 19-year-old girls do. But I still want to try like cute little drinks and learn how to like mix really good flavors and stuff together. I want to be that girl at the party who's... So yeah, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, I want to be that girl at the party who can like bartend the heck out of the whole party, just like shaking stuff at the shaker, just doing it, you know, just doing it, like collecting tips, everything. I want to be that girl. So hopefully one day. Okay, where am I at? Oh, I want to have another unbirthday. So my boyfriend has already planned like an unbirthday, and I had an unbirthday before because I had a dream that it was my birthday, but it wasn't my birthday, and I was really creeped out by the fact that he decided to celebrate it with me, even though it wasn't my birthday. So I want another one. I want to spend the day in IKEA. IKEA is legendary. I've never gone to IKEA by myself. I think it would make me very stressed out, low-key, but I want to try it by myself. I really do. I want to spend the day at IKEA. I want to eat the lunch. I want to revisit my childhood place where I spent hours in the little kiddie area watching Ratatouille while my mom shopped, and I want to go through the whole thing. I do. I want an ice cream at the end, like how I used to get an ice cream at the end every time we went to IKEA. I want it all. I just want to relive my childhood. That's it. Okay, I want to go to a farm. I think that'd be really fun. I found a couple local, so going to a farm, you know, spending some time with the animals, kicking back with the cows, the goats, the horses, the pigs, the chickens, you know. I think that'd be really fun, going to a farm. I want to pick fruits, but I don't know anywhere around Florida close by me where I could pick fruits. Sorry if you hear noise in the background. My family just got home. But hopefully I can find somewhere to pick some fruits. That'd be really cute. Very cute Instagram moment, you know. I want to go to an art museum. Never been to a formal, like, art museum before. Mostly because I never had anyone to go with, but one of these days I'm just going to get up and I'm going to go to one by myself, and it's going to be a good time, and I'm going to enjoy myself, and I'm going to look at the art and live my best artistic life. I want to go to a water park. I'm not sure how I feel about this, about, COVID and everything. But there are some water parks around me that are, like, less frequented. Like, not a lot of people go to them. They're, like, smaller. So I might go to that. Not, like, a super big family water park that, like, hundreds of people go to a day type of thing. I want to make a pretty I want to make multiple pretty Spotify playlist for the summer. I love those girls who, like, match a picture that's really, really cute to the vibe of all of the songs in the playlist. Like, can I be one of them? I want to be one of them. I want to try. So I will put some effort into my Spotify playlist because I do have some good songs. But they just look so trash. The presentation is not there. So I have to work on that. I want to write some recipes down. I want to work on, like, cooking this summer and cook a little bit more, spend more time developing my palate, tasting different things, trying different things. And I want to write down my recipes because I feel like that's something that people don't do anymore. And it would be really fun because I have a recipe book already. It would be really fun to, like, write them down so that I could reference them or my grandchildren could reference them. Because when you think about it, like, 30 years from now, are our grandkids gonna have... Wait, did I say 30 years from now? Child, I'm not gonna be a grandma in 30 years. I'm gonna be like... Oh, wait, I'm gonna be 50. You know what? Maybe 30 years from now. Like, 30, 40 years from now, our grandkids aren't gonna have any, like, recipe cards to look at. Because I know I had recipe cards to look at from my great-grandma. So, yeah, I want to do that for them. I feel like it's my duty. It's what I have to do. As a human being, not everything can be just laid out on the internet for them. I want them to have recipe cards to look at, to follow, that are clear and concise, and give them good food. So, yeah. I want to ride a horse. Kind of goes hand in hand with the farm thing. Don't know if it's going to happen because horse riding is so expensive around here. I want to eat a bowl of cherries. This is very simple. And I just put this on the list because I feel like a lot of people make bucket lists that are super, like, outlandish. But I also like to incorporate things that are kind of simple to do. Cherries are hecka expensive. Don't get me wrong. They be like... $6-7 a pound. But, sorry, I keep stopping. My family is interacting. But I think cherries are just... Eating a bowl of cherries is just a very good moment to have. Just sitting outside, eating a bowl of cherries. Alone, preferably, so nobody begs me for my cherries. Just my cherries in a bowl outside. Birds chirping, wind blowing. Very good moment. I live for that. I want to... Okay, next, I want to have a grocery store photo shoot. I just think this would be really cute if I got dressed up one day and, like, 2-3 different outfits and went to a bunch of different grocery stores and just took cute pictures. Like, is that too much for me to ask? I just want to stand in the cereal aisle and be cute and match the cereal. You feel me? Like, I want that for me. I really do. I might make my boyfriend do that for me. I really might, actually. Yeah, we need to get that in the works. I want to read 2 books, and I only put 2 because I don't read anymore. I'm not going to be like, I'm going to read a book a week. Like, shut up, Kayla. No, you're not going to read a book a week. But 2 books. I actually started reading. I just knocked over a bunch of books. I started reading Treasure Island, which is pretty good. Pretty thick. Also, well, actually, not really. This is literally like a children's book, but I just freaking can't read anymore, so I have to start off with something small. So yeah, reading 2 books. I want to go to a rooftop I've pretty much never been on like the roof of a garage. I think taking pictures up there would be cute because everybody does that, and I'm basic in that way. In most other ways, I am not basic. Don't get me wrong. And maybe eating at like a rooftop restaurant would be really nice, but I know rooftop restaurants are kind of expensive, so I'm gonna have to save for that. And next, I want to make a matcha latte plus brownies. I've never made matcha before. As much as I love matcha, I've never made matcha. I've never invested in the cute little matcha whisk and the organic matcha powder and whisked it up and made a matcha latte. Never done it before. So once I also actually do get the matcha powder and the whisk, I want to also make matcha brownies because I saw someone make that on TikTok, and if y'all know, y'all know. So I want to try those too because they're probably going to be really freaking good. So yeah, matcha in general. Next, I want to make Capri Sun popsicles. I saw that on TikTok. I sound like one of those. I'm sorry, y'all. But I saw that on TikTok. They put like, I think they put like a spoon or a stick in one end of the Capri Sun, stuck it in the freezer, and then cut off like the plastic, and it was like a literal popsicle, and I thought that was really cute. And it's also been a while since I've had a Capri Sun, so that would be very nostalgic for me. I want to go to a farmer's market. There is one like super, super close by me, and they have it every Sunday. Sorry for the screaming. So I think that would be really fun to go to and try different foods and invest in the local market. The local farmers need their coin too, okay? Not just Walmart, Target, whatever. Most of my produce I get from Walmart. Also, it would be nice to sit down and have like a conversation with the farmer. I don't know if I do like an interview or something, but I think that would be really fun just to like learn some of their tips and like pick their brain a little bit about farming and like how that life is for them, because I'm kind of interested in like having a farm one day, like living that lifestyle when I'm like older and settled down and tired of like working, you know. I think that would be really fun. Paint pants. I was really confused about that part. Paint pants. I want to paint my pants. I've never done that before, even though this has been a tradition of Visco Girls for years. I've never painted my pants. I've never painted my arms. I've never painted my legs. But I think all of the above would be really fun. Getting some fabric paint, slapping it on a pair of pants, seeing if I can pull out some really cute stuff would be nice. Hopefully it won't rub off in the wash is all I have to say. Otherwise, I might be kind of sad. I think I'd be more okay with painting on my legs than painting on pants, because there's a chance that I put a lot of work into the pants and then it washes off in the wash, and I'm upset because I expected it to stay on the pants. Whereas for my legs, I don't have to put that much work into it. I know it'll be washed off, and it's like, okay, you know? It's kind of like a temporary tattoo. You put it there, but you know it's going to be gone. Anyways, that leads me to my next point. I want to dye my hair, but I don't know what color. I don't know how. I don't know if I want it to be temporary or permanent. Probably temporary, though. We'll see. I'll figure it out. If you want to give me your tips, you can give me your tips. I have natural hair, though. Just a reminder, I do not have like any other kind of hair, curly, wavy, straight Caucasian hair. Like, I don't have it. So don't give me those kinds of tips. Give me tips for natural hair or curly girl hair, because that's what I have. Thank you. Next, water day. I want to have water day. I don't know if y'all used to do this when you were younger, probably, but we had like a slip and slide when I was younger, and my mom would like plug it into the hose on the side of the house and just like let the water come out of it, and that was a lot of fun. And we had several little mini pools, and she'd fill that up with water, and we'd do like water balloons, and we'd have the water squirt guns, and just all of those things. Like, it would just be so fun to relive that as an adult, because I don't know, it'd just be freaking fun to relive that as an adult. To feel that kind of joy now is just what I need to keep surviving, to keep living, to keep going in life. I think childhood joy is a very special thing, and that we should tap into it every once in a while again, because it's very precious. It truly is. Next, I want to play coffee barista. So one day I want to try to make like fancy tea, fancy coffee. This kind of goes along with the matcha thing, but not so much, because I think the matcha would become more of an everyday thing for me. But like one day I want to really like go all out with my frother and make like sweet cold foam and just be a barista, you know? Act like I work at Starbucks. Even though I could get a job at Starbucks, I don't want to do that. I want to just pretend for a day and have fun with that. I want to spend a lot of time watching hopelessly romantic movies, preferably from the 80s this summer, because I kind of started watching those like over the past few months. I watched Mystic Pizza, When Harry Met Sally, a couple of others that Dirty Dancing, and I just fell in love with like 80s everything, the 80s aesthetic, the 80s music, 80s dancing, 80s attitude. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with the 80s right now. Like, give me 80s everything. Give me 80s summer camp. Give me 80s job. Give me 80s house person who's staying at home with their kid. Whatever it is, I want it from the 80s. I don't know why. So if you have recommendations for movies from the 80s that are preferably hopelessly romantic, if not just from the 80s in general, please give them to me. I've probably watched some of them already, so like if they're kind of like surface level, like don't give me like E.T. I don't even think that was made in the 80s, but whatever, you know? Just like dig deeper. Yeah, okay. I want to make a positive jar, because I'm so bad at staying positive when I feel like really sad, anxious, stressed, depressed. It's not good for me. So I want to start like making notes of things that make me smile, throw it in the positive jar, and then on a day that I need a positive note, I can pull it out and be like, okay, this is kind of helpful. I'll probably still cry and have a mental breakdown, but it'll be a cute little reminder for myself. I want to make a candy drink. If y'all have seen those on like Pinterest and TikTok, where people get like Sprite or something and they get ice and they put a bunch of candies in it. I want to make that. I'm not going to finish drinking it, because that's just way too much sugar, but it looks like a lot of fun. I want to find a pen pal, or like write to a pen pal. I don't know anyone from anywhere else. So if you're from somewhere else and you're watching or listening to this and you want to be my pen pal and you want to like write letters to each other, like I'm so serious right now. That's something that I could commit to. Like, I love doing things that aren't so, like, demanding. So, like, once a week or, like, once every 2 weeks, if you want to write letters to each other, that would be so fun. And we could put cute stickers on there and, like, that would be the cutest thing ever. I would get so into it. Please let me know if you want to do that. I will not take your address for any other reasons other than to send you letters. And be your pen pal, and that's it. I'm not going to stalk you, I promise. And please don't stalk me. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe this isn't a good idea. I'll think about it. I want to try to do cans with strings. Have y'all ever saw that in like movies like, I don't know, The Little Rascals or something, where they have the two cans, like one person has a can, the other person has a can, they're kind of far away, and then they have the string. Like, does that actually work? I want to try that so bad. Living my childhood dreams. That's what I want to do. And I feel like that's very summer-esque to do something like that. I don't know why. I want to take pictures and get them printed. I'm not much of a film gal. Like, I'm not going to invest in a film camera and then buy film and then take the pictures and then take the film out. And then, like, I'm not going to do all that. But I do have a couple of digital cameras that I could use. Just pop some batteries into them and take it around with me when I want to take it around with me. Take really cute pictures. And then at the end of the summer, or like maybe every month or so throughout the summer, just like print them out and look at them and be in love with my life. I think that would be really cool. I also want to make a picture book or a scrapbook or both. I'm thinking both, like a more formal picture book for memories that maybe aren't like truly personal, and then a scrapbook for things that are like more personal. Like a picture book is something you show to your kids, you know. I wouldn't want to show my kids me, like, I don't know, doing something illegal. I'm not doing anything illegal this summer, but you know what I mean. Like, a scrapbook I feel like is more personal and I could put like random junk in there, but a picture book I feel like is more like show and telly, if that makes any sense. So yeah, maybe I'll do both. We'll see. And last but not least, I want to go to a couple of parks, and I want to go to Flamingo Gardens or Lion Country Safari. Lion Country Safari is like a zoo basically, but you can drive through it because they have the animals like stretched out across this really big piece of land. And they have their own little amusement park thing too. But it's kind of expensive and it's kind of far away, so I don't know if I'm going to go there. And Flamingo Gardens, the name kind of explains itself. It's Flamingo Gardens. I've never been there before. I also want to go to the Everglades. I've never been to the Everglades, and I've lived in Florida all my life. Kind of a sad story, but true. The Everglades or the Keys. I've never been to the Keys, like Key West. That would be really fun, I think. I mean, I heard it's like kind of boring down there, but I think it's my kind of boring, where I could just like walk around and look at cute little antique shops and eat like good food and just like sit by the water and chill and take naps when I want to in a hammock. And oh my gosh, please, I need it so bad. But that is everything that I have on my anticipated summer bucket list. I have several other bucket lists for other occasions in my life that aren't so summer related, but I feel like all of these things give off very good summer vibes. I also have a list of movies going that I want to watch this summer. So if you want me to do a video on all of the movies that I plan on watching this summer, maybe I can do that, and we can do like a movie marathon or something like that, and we can like check off the movies together. That would be kind of cute. But yeah, that's all that I have for this video. Kind of short for once. For once, I'm not talking y'all ear off. And to the podcast people, sorry if that confused you when I said that's all I have for this video. I'm talking to the video people now. I'm sorry. But let's roll into the outro for the podcast while I close out this video. Alright, so I know this one was a kind of short one, but thank you so much for listening. And if you have any suggestions for other things that I should add to my bucket list, please do tell. Share your bucket list with me. I would love to hear it. Share books that maybe I should read. Share movies that I should watch this summer. Let's have a good time. Let's have a good summer. Last summer kind of sucked, low-key. So let's make the most of this one in the safest way possible. I love you all. Thank you for listening again. Interact with me on social media, Instagram at KCreates. That's pretty much the only one that I'm active on right now, because I don't think I'm going to restart the podcast Instagram again. Unfortunately, it's just a lot of work. So, yeah, interact with me on my stories. I'm always asking questions on my stories that pertain to the podcast. Talk to y'all later. Have a good day, week, whatever it is that you're having. Bye.